I've been with Dogecoin forever, guys.
Yeah, with Doge. That's not Doge. We doing that down with Doge.
Hey guys, welcome back. In today's episode, the dollar versus the world. How a currency crisis will lead to a Cold War. And hopefully just a Cold War and nothing more.
That's not Doge. Watch me get Doge.
Hey guys, welcome back. How's it going? Hope you guys are liking the new look here. So yeah, I'm out here standing on my balcony today so I can, I don't know, just give you a little more ambiance. Why not? I'm using my 50mm lens today, so that's why you got like the nice tight shot here. Also, it's about to be sundown. I'm not quite sure what time it is. What time is it now? It's already 7 o'clock p.m., okay? 7 o'clock where I'm at. So, sun's coming down. Maybe we can get a little bit of a sunset. We'll see what's up. I mean, the sun's already kind of set, but you know what I mean. All right, so why are you here? So today's episode is brought to you by Jelena. If you guys know who she is, give her a thumbs up. If you don't know who she is, well, she's just one of fellow viewers, fellow patron, and she's hit me up on Discord, and she sent me this video that she's like, hey Jose, check this out, what do you think about it, blah blah blah, you know, would you mind commenting on it? And in fact, I liked it so much, I was like, you know what, I'm gonna make a whole video about it. Why not? You know, I thought it was really interesting. So the video, by the way, is gonna be linked at the bottom. All right, and since I'm gonna be talking about it, I'm gonna be showing you guys, you know, little snippets of it here and there, you know, but again, I suggest you guys watch it. It's pretty interesting. So pretty much everything that I've always been talking about, you know, this literally, you know, starts putting everything in perspective. You know, when it comes to, you know, a lot of the decisions that Trump has been making lately, when you start when you really know what was happening before Trump got elected and what you know, what they planned to do if Hillary would have been elected, and so on and so forth. So, you know, with that being said, you know, after watching this video, it was pretty cool because I got to see exactly, you know, more in depth, and again with infographics, how this whole situation really is and how it would come about, so on and so forth. So, what you know, I guess let me explain what the video is real quick. So what this video is, it was this video that she sent me. It was like the U.S. versus the world, and it literally, you know, was just with infographics, you know, showing you, you know, and giving you the numbers and giving you the simulations and all that crap, you know, to let you, you know, kind of played out the war. And so after playing out the war, we already know the U.S. won. I know, whatever. It might have been a toss-up, but not really. You know, obviously, you know, you already know the U.S. is a fucking ginormous multi-power, and if it had to go up against the world, I guess it would have won. Now, you know, and this, after, you know, watching, and by the way, this whole video is just the U.S. versus the world, but you got to remember the U.S. has allies, and so once you kind of like, if you really put those 2 or 3 allies within the picture, I mean, it's game over. I mean, you know, the U.S. pretty much already won the war before it even started. Now, by the way, I wrote a bunch of notes, all right? So I'm going to go through some of these notes. So, real quick, all right? So let me see what I wrote. I wrote, okay, the dollar collapse will take longer than anticipated. The world has no choice but to let the dollar die off slowly. Now, again, remember I had been talking about this recently as to how the dollar, even though we know and we want, even though we all want it to fucking die, disappear, not be part of our fucking lives ever again, you know, in this collapse that's happening within the next few months, you know, the reality is that most likely it's not going to go away that quickly. It might be the beginning of the collapse, I mean the beginning of the death of the dollar, even though the dollar has been dying for a while, but the real beginning of the death of the dollar, because we already see the writing on the walls. But it's going to take a little longer, a lot longer, for the whole world to really get off of the dollars and the dollar standard, all right? And the thing is that, you know, even though the U.S. understands that it can't be the world, you know, it can't be the world currency forever, they also understand, and the world understands, that the U.S. has this, not just this monstrosity of a fucking army, Navy, our Air Force, the whole fucking thing, and now Space Force. You know, not just all that, but they also have this stranglehold, around the world, whether it's in the Middle East or other parts of the world that or in the Pacific and so on and so forth, which allow it to pretty much have dominance over everybody. Period. In the story. That's pretty much it. And that's why they're still doing what they're doing. They're going to be doing it for a while. So. After watching the thing, the video, just because of the military dominance that the U.S. possesses, it's not going away anytime soon. That's number one. Number two, by the time that the rest of the world catches up, it's going to be a while. It's going to be at least a decade, maybe more. And where's that going to put us? Around 2040. 2040. What's 2040? Remember 1940, World War II, World War III, 2040. Sounds about right. And again, right now we're going through the roaring 2020s, all right? We're about to go into the roaring 2020s. That's what I made videos about this months and months ago, okay? Thinking, oh, this could be like a far-fetched scenario, and bam, this is the one that kind of came about. It's always the one we never expect. So we are going to go through the roaring 2020s for sure. And during the roaring 1920s, we saw a lot of poverty, a lot of people on the street. We already know what happened during the Great Depression. So now imagine it's going to get worse in the sense that it's here. Let me fix the lighting real quick. It's going to get worse in the sense that. It looks better. It's going to get worse in the sense that, we haven't really hit that Great Depression yet. And during the Great Depression, even though we saw, there was a lot of people on the streets and a lot of, poor people and that whole thing, just like we see now, there was also a lot of exuberance, a lot of rich, a lot of money, all that stuff. So beautiful. You hear that? All right. Two lovebirds, literally. So, anyways, so back to what I was saying. Again, just going through history, and again, history doesn't repeat, but it definitely, what's it saying again? It doesn't repeat, it rhymes. So again, just with knowing what's already happened in history before, we can already have an idea of what's going to happen. We can already see the writing on the wall. Again, if you watch this video and if you really know, about the military, about, the geography of everything, if you already have a preconceived notion of, what's going on in the world, okay, then you after watching this, okay, all right. As I found to be an American. But yeah, anyway, so with all that being said, this is what's happened over and over again in history, over and over again. Nothing here is new. Happens all the time. There's many scenarios that can play out still from here on forward. But what we're going to be watching is that we're going to be watching a very slow pull away from the dollar, and it's going to take time. And that's it. The sooner a country can pull away from it, the better, but it's not going to be every country that's going to want to pull away from it. It's not going to be every country that's going to be pulling away from it right away, and so on and so forth. So, that's just the reality of it. And we're back. All right, okay. Sorry, I just wanted to fix the light real quick. So, back to what I was saying. What's really going to be happening, most likely is pretty much a scenario like I was saying in previous videos and so on and so forth. First of all, we're definitely going to be hitting hyperinflation. That's for sure. All right, we're definitely going to be hitting hyperinflation. The rest of the world is going to participate in this hyperinflation. Okay, as we hyperinflate, the rest of the world is going to help us get rid of these dollars. Okay, whoever doesn't participate, it's going to be a problem. We're not going to really go into any kind of war. We're not going to exacerbate any kind of World War III or anything like that. But if need be, we will have little skirmishes here and there with Venezuela and other countries. Hopefully not. But again, you never know. At this point. Also, again, like I was just saying, to add to, I don't know if I said it already, but we're gonna be going into a cold war. We're gonna be going into a huge rebuilding effort. We're gonna be going into a humongous rebuilding effort. throughout the country, all right? And we're not going to be out and about building and rebuilding the rest of the world. No, we're going to bring everybody back, and we're going to just rebuild and reinvest all that money within our country. That's it. Simple as that. And on top of that, you know, we're going to revitalize our army, revitalize our infrastructure of our country. Just, you know, spend all that money on that. And, you know, through that process, you know, we will be going through a Cold War. And what's a Cold War? That we're always like, you know, having enemies in the Far East, and we need to always be on ready, on guard, building, so on and so forth, in case one day. And so, you know, that's what's going to happen. I mean, that's what I think is going to happen more than anything else. Because, you know, just because of it's going to take, because if there's some sort of war, we would win, because we own, you know, all the choke points in the Middle East. We have all the oil, not just we have. Remember, right at this point, the U.S. provides enough oil for itself, meaning that there's enough oil produced within the U.S. for the U.S. So, and then we have, you know, oil, you know, strategically placed in other places. You know what I mean? Meaning that we have, you know, we're in the Middle East. We own that area, if you know what I'm saying. And so by having that humongous presence within the Middle East, you know, and all the choke points within that area, we have dominance. And, you know, again, if there's a war, it's over before it starts, because if they don't have oil, if that region, you know, meaning Europe, Russia, China doesn't have oil, then what they're going to do. Now, Russia, and there's enough oil within the region, especially within Russia, believe it or not, there just is, you know, for them to supply everybody, but they don't have all the pipelines and all this other shit fixed, okay? So, again, you know, by the time that, you know, the rest of the world, or at least, you know, Russia, China, or whatever part might want to go through World War III, if they even want to do that, by the time that happens, they would have to have built up their infrastructure, their army, pipelines, all this other shit, you know, in order to, you know, avoid the inevitable when it happens, you know. So, you know, within war terms, you know, meaning that, you know, there's going to be, you know, we're going to have a presence out there, we're going to destroy their oil reserves, you know, all this other shit. So, you know, what's happening now is that, you know, Germany, Russia, all of these areas, you know, China, they're building all kinds of pipelines, infrastructure, everything needed in order to combat. Let me fix the lighting some more here, to combat the oncoming situation. Let me see if I can. Sorry, let's do that. Maybe that's not too bright. Okay, there we go. So it's going to be interesting to see what's going to happen, all right? But again, most likely we're going to be heading into a Cold War. We're going to be heading into hyperinflation. You know, the more I look at the graphs and I see, you know, what's happening really with the dollar, what's happening ever since the year 2000, moving forward, the crash in 2008, and now where we are now, you know, right now after this crash, that's when the dollar will go into hyperinflation, and then after that implosion of hyperinflation, you know, after that's over, who knows how long it's going to take? It might be 2, 3, 4 years, 6, 8 years. But when that's over, then that's when there's a threat of a World War III, because then the world will be imploding, the dollar will be imploding. There's going to be reason to blame. You know, it's like, hey, why this happened? You know, so on and so forth. And so again, if you go to World War II, you know, the reason they were going after a certain group of people was because they blamed that certain group of people for the economic crisis they were going through, okay? The people of Germany were going through an economic crisis, okay? And they blamed the central banks. And who runs the central banks? The JOOS is the Jews, you know? And that's it, you know? And that's how it is. And we know it's a very slippery slope. We know it's not every Jew, okay? I have, you know, plenty of friends that are Jewish, you know, it's not a big fucking deal. It's not that. It's just, you know, the reality of it. Let me see if I can switch this up real quick. Alright guys, yeah, sorry about that. It sucked. I was just trying to get the sunset. It was just too much. But anyways, like I was saying, what really started World War II was just like Civil War, just like a lot of these major wars, is literally an economic situation, all right? Just a bad economic situation, and then the leaders rally the people and let them know that the reason that they're so miserable is because X, Y, and Z, and they got to go to war against that reason, and it continues the cycle. All right. So let me see where we at. Let me see where we're at with this. Sorry, I mean I was just setting up the camera this whole time. So, when after watching this video, you really get to realize that there's no real threat of any nation coming out and invading the U.S. We already have troops everywhere, and we're the threat of invasion everywhere. And let me see. Let me see. Oil is the name of the game. We already got that on lockdown. If they don't have any oil, if no one has any oil, there's no nothing. Let me just hold on. Sorry. Hey guys, I know this is a different kind of video. It's full of cuts and stuff like that. I'm not usually, one for cuts, but hey, fuck it. What is what it is. What are we gonna do? I like just going with the flow. But this is a little bit of a specialty video episode, and so I just wanted to make sure that, I had my ducks in a row, if you know what I'm saying. Whack, whack.
Jack. 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 What is that other word?
So, in conclusion to the whole thing, what's going to happen is that we're just going to go into a Cold War. The economy of the world is going to get better in some places, going to get worse in other places. But in the end, if the U.S., if not just in the U.S., but in other parts of the world, but mainly in the U.S., if it gets bad enough economically, and if it gets bad enough economically around the world, then yes, we could see a World War III. But in the reality, I think that we're just going to see more of a Cold War than anything else, and we're just going to see, space race. We're going to see an arms race. We're going to be seeing all kinds of races. We're going to see economic wars. We're going to be seeing a lot of things. But more importantly than anything else, even though everything from this video, even everything that we can learn from history, we can predict the future with all these things. The reality is that now, more than ever, sorry, it's hot out here now. See, now it's hot because I'm fucking moving around. Hey guys, sorry, I promise, last cut, okay? No more cuts, I swear to God. So, in conclusion to this whole thing, even though we can predict a lot of this stuff, we think that we know what might happen just because of history and what we know from our past, from the cycle, so on and so forth. The reality is, for the first time in human history, we have this thing called Bitcoin. All right, we have this thing called cryptocurrency. We have all the stuff that comes with it, not just the blockchain, but all the technology that surrounds and encompasses that whole new technology. And because of that literally throws a monkey wrench into this whole thing. So even though there's a million things that can happen by 2040, which is again, 12 years from now, give or take. Even though we can predict 22 years from now, sorry about that. Even though we can predict a few of those things or a bunch of those things, that could happen, the reality is that we have no idea how this thing called Bitcoin, how this new technology, how everything that encompasses that is going to change the world, how it's going to change our lives, and it's going to change everything here moving forward. Just like the printing press and just like other technologies just like that in our past have changed. Not just how we interact with our fellow human on a day-to-day basis, but the control scheme in which we all run our, live our lives by, meaning that, right now, we're living in a kingdom, that we are the slaves, we are the serfs, they are their kings, and we work for them, we do their bidding or else. And that's the world we live in, and we are about to break away from that, and we're about to go through revolution, and more than a revolution. We're about to go through a renaissance in which the people will be having, will have the power within their hands again. And yeah, it's going to be a beautiful thing, because all of a sudden we'll be able to control our money. We'll be able to decide what we do with the money that is printed, and no longer will a government have that power, but we will have that power. And it's going to be really interesting how all of this is going to materialize within our lifetimes. All right, well, that's enough of all that. Again, guys, I apologize for all the cuts in today's video. I hope you understand. I was just trying to do a little something different. I just like to turn on the camera and go with the flow, but hey, it is what it is. I think we're gonna make something good out of this, as usual. You already know it. All right, well, guys, thank you so much. I love you guys. You guys are fucking best. Don't forget to please like, please subscribe, please share, and as always, I'll see you guys mañana. Oh yeah, by the way, please don't forget to check these guys out and all these sponsors and all that bullshit. And thank you guys for all your donations. Thank you guys for your patronage. Thank you so much for everything you guys do. You guys are amazing. I fucking love you to death. And again, don't forget about the Waves wallet situation, guys. All right, I know if you don't want them, I'm gonna find out your freaking address and I'm just gonna airdrop them. All right, don't make me do that. All right, I'm coming for you. Guys, do you have your Waves wallet yet? If you don't, get it now. Go and download your Waves wallet. All right. As soon as you download your Waves wallet, I need you to do me a favor and send me your Waves address. All right. Why? Well, because we're gonna have a daily competition or a daily prize giveaway of 1,000 Jose coins. How we're gonna give these coins away? Easy. All you're gonna do is leave a comment below. And after the comment, please leave your Waves address. See, up top left, there's your address. All right, everyone's gonna have a different address, so just leave a comment and then leave an address, and then I will pick someone randomly every single day. As a matter of fact, it won't be random. I'm gonna give it to the best comment of the day. You know what? How about this? My favorite comment of the day. So whoever gives me my favorite comment of the day, they're gonna get 1,000 Waves token. I promise. I'm not gonna be picking the same wiener every day. All right? It's always gonna be different wieners. But please, make sure to leave a good comment, an awesome comment. And all comments are great. I love all your comments. All right, the more comments, the better. But still, I need, I want to choose the best comment. I want to make it like a, make you guys do a little homework, a little work. All right, so you guys leave me the best comment, and I'll give you guys some tokens. Now, even if there isn't a good comment, I promise I'm still gonna be giving some tokens away. All right, guys. As you guys can see, the ice cream guys here, so I gotta go. Thanks again. Oh yeah, don't forget, I got some sponsors coming. Check those out. Guys, thanks again for watching. I really love you guys. You guys are amazing. Just want to give a quick shout out to all my patrons out there. You guys know who you are. Keep them coming. That's right. We're going to do this together, all right? Can't do it without you. All right, now let's see if we can breeze right through this. We got a lot to cover. I want to give a quick shout out to the Crypto Outfitter. These are, some of my sponsors, and so on and so forth. Check out the Crypto Outfitter to get all your crypto clothes, crypto wares, meaning anything from coffee to, phone cases, stickers, hoodies, all kinds of things, okay? Check them out. We got a link at the bottom for discounts and all that good stuff. We also got BRB Hair. They have natural solutions to, hair problems. So just check them out. Really good friends of the show, really amazing, great products. Me and my horse love them, and again, full 100% Jose Ortega support. Check them out. Also, got Irwin's Coffee. This guy, not only does he provide amazing gourmet coffee, but he roasts his own beans and then he sells it for crypto. So if you want to buy coffee with crypto way before Starbucks, check it out, guys. He has your stuff. We also got StreamMaster.biz. Again, we have the best media player investment out there. You can stream sports, stream shows, movies, much more. Check out the website. Check out the link at the bottom of the video so you can get all the information on them. They got StreamMaster.tv, so you can all your streaming needs are taken care of here. All right. Also, we want to give a quick shout out to Presearch. Check out Presearch, where you can literally, sorry, I did this already. So, again, it's the best search engine out there. So just go to presearch.com and search through there instead of going through Google. You can click here and you can literally type in anything, and you go through Google, DuckDuckGo, or you can even click here and it'll give you like a search results of like all over the internet. So again, super awesome. Also, download the Brave browser, where you can get paid for browsing the internet. You get paid for using your internet browser. And when you're on my site or any other site, or you're just out and about, you also pay other people on the internet with Brave browser and Brave browser tokens. Just check them out. They're awesome. You got any questions, ask me. There's a link at the bottom as well. Also, we got bitblaster.io, and we got these guys over here are freaking awesome. You guys have to check out the website. You got a full website here, with all your crypto needs taken care of. We have all the charts. We got news. We got tweets. We got a chat room. We got a video player that's always playing videos.
And
look at that.
And then he's like, I don't trust you, man. I'm gonna talk to you.
So we got Ivan on Tech, interviewing Richard Hart at the moment. And then, we got a bunch of static videos. I'm here as well. You guys can watch my video while you guys are browsing the site, checking all your stuff out, so on and so forth. Many, many more links. It's a one-stop shop all for all your crypto needs. Again, everything you want, anything you could ever want right here and need. Just check them out.
First link I can find.
Look at this, amazing stuff. And then, we're going to bring up Twitch for a minute, because since I can't do any live streams or live shows on YouTube anymore, I'm going to see if I can start doing it on Twitch, all right? So still trying to figure out where I'm going to be doing my videos, but again, most likely they're going to be on Twitch, all right? So once a week, we're going to still do our live shows, probably on the weekend, so we can all gather, chat, have a great time just like we used to, and so on and so forth. And last but not least, please don't forget to please like, please subscribe, please share, please hit the little bell icon and all that good stuff, all right? And yeah, come check me out, all right? I'm always here. Love you guys. Thanks again for watching. Peace, love, prosperity, and again, don't forget to always share the knowledge, all right? Peace out, guys. See you mañana.